overlaps first. Again, I'm going to start with grass because it's a good way to start. Grass seems simple until you try to draw it. And then how exactly do you draw grass? I've seen people do this. I've even seen it work effectively on occasion. Okay? So that can work. Let's try something else, though, which I think works better for entertainment, because we have to stage things and push the stage back, and we have to make sure people are aware of where the ground is. We're going to use overlapping planes here, and I'm going to create a big simple shape on the bottom. I'm illustrating a point here. So I'm going to draw my little quickie grass. I want tall grass, short grass, medium grass. I'm going to stick this in here like this. What this is simple and complex. All right? So the blank space is simple. The grass is actually complex. So when I put a layer behind the grass, I want to allow enough simple in here that I can tell the difference between the layer of grass in the back and the layer of grass in the front. See? I'm going to make this really obvious. People get very clever about this, so you won't notice it, right? So here is simple, simple, complex. You see how that works? Let me put a piece of grass behind it again so everybody can see this. Simple, simple, right? Grass, 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 grass. Okay. Grass, 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 grass. I have to come up with a grass sound effect. Okay. All right. Now, this here is simple. The space between this grass and this grass, this white space in here, that is also simple, right? And the grass is complex, right? Why is the grass complex? Because there's all this shit going on. That's complex. Why is this simple? Because there's nothing going on. That's why it's simple, right? So it's this diagram right here. See? So, you know, let me see if I can reproduce that diagram using grass. There it is. And then there it is. See?
How does that read as like one? Sorry.
Oh, it'll read perfectly as
Okay,
grass.
I guess-
Just take my word for it.
Well, it's not. I see the grass, but I guess like to your point of like silhouettes and
Ah.
this is all one piece of the same hunk of grass.
Then I come in and I start adding little things like this in here.
Oh, there it is.
In other words, and these are good questions. What I do is I start by making the grass super obvious. Any idiot can see what I'm doing, right? Then what I do is I start concealing the trick, but I only conceal the trick so much, right? So what happens is I have to be obvious in the beginning so that I understand what I'm doing, right? Realize you haven't seen this design either, right? So, see?
I see.
It's genius. Okay, all right. You know, I wish I'd thought it up, okay? Now, the way it works so that it would be, you know, more obvious as a landscape is we have a base down here, and we come in and we go rock, right? Grass. Then I'll have some dirt. Then I have, as I said last week, you know, here's a cactus because we're in California. Then we come, here's more grass, right? Then I have some rocks, and I have to have a good silhouette on my rocks. You see? All right? Now, here's the thing. It's easy to make this edge work. All I have to do is come in and start kind of working the bottom of the rock a little bit, add some things in here. It's a little bit of grass in the front. You see what I mean? It's very easy to get that to look like a rock. You see? It's easy to get the cactus to work. It's easy until right about down here. Okay? Then it gets hard again.
There's no horizon.
Because this is a big blank space, right? So the solution is, I come in, I put in another layer, and I'll come in and say, okay, grass, rock, grass, rock, okay? And then I come in here and all right, fix this up a little bit. Put some grass in here, fix that up a little bit. Oh, this looks like work. Time for another layer. See what I'm saying? So I'm going to come in here, and here I'm just going to put some rocks in there. Okay?
Basically, you're just designing silhouette first.
Well, remember when I was saying the purpose of the shape or the purpose of your object on the outside is to define the silhouette? This is why.
I see.
See?